start with the end. That's often terrific advice for individuals and for organizations as they try and figure what they should be doing in order to be successful. So if you've ever wondered, what does it take for you to lead a rich, happy, fulfilling life? Maybe you too should start with the end. Hello and welcome to another edition of Chai with Pai, our weekly series of videos where I try and share simple lessons and stories which could help each of us become just a bit better. Bronnie Ware, that's the name of a remarkable woman who worked as a nurse in palliative care in Australia. This was some years ago. Working in palliative care really meant that Bronnie was spending her time with men in the last few weeks or months of their lives. And as she spent time with them and listened to them, and as she spent time caring for them, she heard them talk about the regrets they had in their lives. And this led to her writing and talking about the 5 most common regrets, the top 5 regrets of the dying. And that became a pretty popular book too. And I think it's got a message for all of us. When we reach the end of our innings, when we reach the end of our lives, we don't want to be dying with those 5 regrets that Bronnie found were the top regrets of the dying. So I thought it would be a good idea to share with you what those 5 regrets were so we can all work towards avoiding those regrets. Here's the first one. I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. The problem for many of us is we live our lives marching to someone else's tune, and then we feel bad about it. Good idea to stop worrying about the rest of the world and live your life on your own terms. Don't worry about what other people will say or what other people will think. As someone said, that line about दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग, right? We worry unnecessarily about what other people might say. Live a life that's true to yourself. It's your life. The second topmost regret, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Sounds painfully familiar, doesn't it? Most of us spend our working lives slogging and just taking great pride almost in the fact that we work so hard. Remember this. No one on his or her deathbed ever said, I wish I'd spent more time in the office. This whole idea of work-life balance is not for someone else to fix. It's not for your employer to fix. It's for you to take control of. It's your life. And you should be deciding how much time you want to spend living it and how much time you want to spend at work. Remember, one of the top regrets of the dying, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Regret number 3, I wish I'd had the courage to express my feelings. Most men keep their feelings bottled up inside, too scared to share, too scared to tell the world, this is what I really feel. Let it out. You'll be a much happier person if you can give vent to those feelings. Love someone, say it. Hate someone, say it. Enjoy something, say it. Dislike something, say it. Don't keep it inside you because it'll just burn you from the inside and make you a miserable person. So the ability, the courage to express your feelings is a good one to try and practice. Regret number 4. And this is an interesting one. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Think about it. As little children, we all have lots and lots of friends. In school, in college, we've got lots of friends. And then suddenly, we go to work and we get busy building careers and making money and having our families. And suddenly, we lose contact with those very people who meant the world to us. They were the people with whom you could be yourself. They were the people who would probably tell you to your face what they really thought about what you were doing. We need those friends. And not staying in touch with friends can be one of the bigger mistakes we can make in our lives. So reach out, talk to that friend today. And fifth regret, the last of those five, I wish that I'd let myself be happier. I wish that I had let myself be happier. There is such a powerful truth hidden in that regret, which is this: the secret to your happiness is in your hands. No one can stop you from being happier. And the only person playing spoiler, the only person controlling that and not letting you be happy is you. Don't let that happen. Just let yourself be happier. Do the things that make you happy. Those then are the 5 regrets. And something good for you to do today would be to thank Bronnie for having actually listened to those dying and to have recorded their regrets and shared them with all of us, so that we now have an option of not ending our lives the way they might have. It's up to us to do the things that can ensure that when we are on our deathbeds, we don't have those regrets that the dying before us did. I think there's a very simple message here. You have a choice. When it comes to your end, you could either be saying, I wish I had, or you could be saying, I'm glad I did. Choose wisely. Make sure you're able to say, I'm glad I did. That's all then in this week's edition of Chai with Pai. 5 simple lessons in ensuring that you lead a rich, happy and fulfilling life. That's all. Until next time.